Interior, house, nursery, night. The nursery's bright blue walls are speckled with cartoon ducks. The floor is covered with stuffed animals, big and small. And at the center of it all, a wooden crib. A door creaks. Caleb enters the room. He tiptoes over to the crib, gazing down at a crying baby boy. Caleb stares at him for a beat, eyes devoid of emotion.
You must be the brother.
Caleb picks up a teddy bear and waggles it in front of the baby. The baby's cries gradually recede. Caleb places the teddy bear in the crib, slides something under the pillow, caresses the infant's face. When he hears the house's front door open.
I'm home.
Interior, house, continuous. Scarlett enters the house. She takes off her jacket and stomps the snow from her shoes. Almost immediately, she's thrown off by the house's strange new layout, not to mention the blaring music.
Mom?
Scarlett turns down the stereo. Her eyes scan the area. They fail to notice the blanket clump in the living room.
Mom? Dad?
Silence. Scarlett notices a trail of roses on the floor. Curious, she follows the roses into the dining room, where a candlelit dinner awaits. Scarlett doesn't know what to make of this. She approaches the table, spotting a pink envelope propped up on a plate. It simply reads, "My dearest Scarlett." Scarlett bites her lip. Slowly, she picks up the envelope and tears it open, finding a heart-shaped card within.
Happy Valentine's Day, my love.
Scarlett screams and turns around to face Caleb. He smiles, pointing to the card in Scarlett's hand.
I slipped that in your locker sophomore year. You threw it away.
Who are you? What are you?
Don't worry, dearest. It's me. Caleb. Caleb from English.
Scarlett backs away, a twinge of recognition in her eye.
Caleb? But what are...
I prepared us a romantic dinner. Isn't that lovely?
Caleb, what are you doing here? Where are my parents?
Out. Now please, have some wine with me.
Loud cries are heard through the baby monitor. Scarlett shoves past Caleb, rushing to the nursery.
I checked up on the little tyke earlier. He's fine.
Scarlett storms through the living room when suddenly she trips over something and crashes to the ground. She writhes around on the floor until she sees what she tripped on. A blood-stained blanket clump. Scarlett freezes. Trembling, she reaches out and tosses the blanket aside, exposing the mangled corpses of her parents. Scarlett cries out in horror. Caleb suddenly grabs her from behind and holds a chloroformed rag to her face. Scarlett struggles, screams muffled. Caleb holds her close.
Shh. It's all right, dear. I'm here for you.
Scarlett's body gradually goes limp. The baby's off-screen cries are near deafening. Cut to black. Over black, text materializes. 2. Dinner. The sounds of slow jazz music grow audible. Fade in. Interior, house, night. Scarlett's point of view. Her eyes open, shut, open again. Vision blurry, ears ringing. A voice calls her name. The words are distant at first, but become more and more perceptible as Scarlett realizes where she is. She's tied to a chair at the dinner table, where a hot gourmet meal has been laid out for her. Caleb sits across from her, giddy, grinning.
Well, howdy, Angel Pie. Was wondering when you'd wake.
What?
You had a bit too much wine earlier and passed out. But not to worry. I prepared us a delectable meal.
Scarlett attempts to break free of her restraints, panicked. Caleb continues speaking as if all were normal.
Plus an apple pie in the oven for dessert. Be a good girl, and you'll get a taste.
Caleb, god damn it! What the fuck is this?
I know you didn't want to go to Valentine's dance with me, so I figured I'd compromise with a date night. Quick, say cheese.
Without warning, Caleb turns Scarlett's head towards a timed camera at the end of the table. The camera flashes, automatically printing out a snapshot of the two of them.
That's a keeper, right there.
Caleb, let me go! Let me go, right?
Oh, hush, dear. You'll spoil everything.
I'm not your fucking dear!
Scarlett breaks down crying, her animosity turned to sorrow.
Why did you kill them? Why did you do that? Why?
Caleb stares at her, besotted.
Did I ever tell you that you have beautiful cheekbones? I can't take my eyes off them in Mrs. Werner's class.
Scarlett spits in his face. Caleb calmly wipes off the spit with a napkin. He stares Scarlett down for a tense beat. Caleb's eyes then drift over to the baby monitor, from which we hear cooing. He stares at it, pensive.
You ever seen a baby in an oven? I hear they cry, for a little while anyway. But then as the temperature slowly rises, their cries turn to screams, and those screams turn to gurgles. Nasty stuff.
If you lay a finger on...
Oh, calm down, dear. I was merely speculating.
Scritch! Caleb drags a butter knife across his bread.
How's about we stop speculating and have ourselves a lovely evening?
Scritch!
What do you say?
Scarlett looks at the monitor, hearing the sounds of her infant brother. Seeing no other option, she nods. Caleb, satisfied by this, holds out his knife and cuts her loose. Scarlett slowly begins to eat, eyes down. Caleb munches on a piece of steak, watching her, waiting for her.
Well, aren't you going to ask me about my day?
How was your day, Caleb?
You know. All right. Got my first B in advanced calculus. Wouldn't you know it? Green's theorem only applies to 2-dimensional vector fields, not 3. Can't believe I let myself mix that up. Ah, well. Live and learn, as they say, right?
Scarlett remains silent. Caleb takes another bite of steak.
And you?
Huh?
How was your day?
My day? My day was fine.
And the dance?
Scarlett opens her mouth, but sheepishly closes it again. Caleb narrows his eyes, far more malicious than before.
You went with that football prick, didn't you?
If this is about what Landon did to you freshman year...
Caleb brings his fist down on the table.
Don't!
Scarlett backs off. Caleb leans forward, fuming.
That Chad. He only likes you for your body, you know. He treats you like a Whitechapel whore, yet you and every other 2-bit Stacy still spread your legs for him. Why? Because he's handsome, charming. Fuck off with that shit. He's nothing but a spoiled, obnoxious, self-centered brute, and you deserve better. You deserve someone who worships you, Scarlett. Someone who's nice enough to cook you dinner, goddammit!
Caleb, enraged, whips his plate across the room. It shatters against the wall. Scarlett sits completely still. Caleb takes a moment to catch his breath. He switches gears.
You know, I should probably go check on that apple pie.
Caleb stands up and strolls over to the oven. Scarlett sits there, shaking, terrified. She eyeballs one of the table knives.